Between the West, the democracies that rallied around the United States, and the East, communist nations dominated by Russia, known as the Soviet Union. From 1945 until 1991, the Eastern Bloc, dominated by the Soviet Union, and the West, led by the United States, are entirely strong.
The satellite is 345,000 feet above the Earth. It's moving at 23,000 feet per second. Once its F-15 reaches 30,000 feet, Pearson has just a 10-second window to fire the missile. Rocketing into the air, Pearson pulls the F-15 into a steep climb. At 35,000 feet, he fires. The F-15 has done what no other plane has been able to do: conquer the heavens.
Москва, говорит Москва, передаем сообщение ТАСС о первом в мире полете человека в космическое пространство.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Itself from Apollo 11. Shower clear.
Together, folks.
This planet has the rings the distance from the Earth to the Sun. But compared to Saturn, it is the true Lord of the Rings.
They are so massive that not even light can escape their gravity. They consume every planet and star in their way. You are orbiting one right now. They are black holes.
Black holes are one of the most devastating objects in space, sucking up everything around them. But there's another space phenomenon that's just as destructive. It's known as a white hole.
Have you ever wondered what the most powerful object is in the entire universe? Supermassive black holes, magnetars, neutron stars, and starburst galaxies are the most Herculean things in the observable universe. But is there anything that is even more powerful than these beasts? The objects that we're going to talk about in this episode of the series shine so brightly that they can eclipse an entire galaxy that contains them. This means their energy output per second is more than that of 100 billion stars together. These powerful dynamos have fascinated astronomers since their discovery half a century ago. They are none other than the mighty Quasars.
You probably think this world is a dream come true, but you're wrong.
Supernovae are the most powerful explosions in the universe, unleashing enough energy to outshine galaxies. We have no real metaphor for their power. If the sun were to magically go supernova, it would feel like you were being hit by the energy of a nuclear explosion every second for weeks. While supernovae are the engines of creation, forging the elements that enable life, they also burn sterile whole regions of galaxies. So what would happen if one hit Earth? Even from 4 light years away, the distance to Alpha Centauri, a supernova would be almost as bright as the sun in the sky. While casting 2 shadows could be fun for a few hours, within days the Earth's surface gets as hot as a sauna, making the surface for weeks until the explosion fades. The surface of Earth burns, scoured of life. Even the oceans aren't safe. The massive amount of radiation that follows burns away the ozone layer, killing everything that sees sunlight. It would be the largest extinction event in history, reducing life to a few survivors in the deep sea and critters in the deep soil. Life basically has to start over.
Type 1. A Type 1 civilization on the Kardashev scale is one that has achieved complete control over the energy resources of its home planet. This means it can harness all available energy from sources like the sun, wind, geothermal, and nuclear power to meet its needs. A Type 1 civilization might also have the technology to control and manage the planet's weather. This could include preventing natural disasters like hurricanes or controlling rainfall to eliminate droughts. Currently, humanity is not yet a Type 1 civilization, but we're steadily moving in that direction. Philip Metzger, a planetary scientist and co-founder of the Space Resources Program, predicts that nuclear and renewable energy alone won't be enough to power Earth as coal and oil run out. He suggests that humanity needs to start a 100-year project to develop spacecraft and mining operations in space, like on asteroids or the moon, to bring essential materials back to Earth. However, one of the few solutions we have left before harvesting resources from outer space is developing and safely utilizing nuclear fusion as an 2. A Type 2 or solar civilization on the Kardashev scale is one that is capable of starlifting, a theoretical concept in which a civilization is able to harness and utilize the total energy output of its star. such as our sun, instead of relying solely on the energy that naturally reaches their planet and their natural resources, as they would not be enough to fuel further developments in technology and science. One of the most famous concepts associated with reaching a Type 2 civilization is the Dyson sphere, proposed by theoretical physicist Freeman Dyson in 1960. This hypothetical megastructure would be built around a star to capture most or all of its energy output. And while a solid shell is a popular science fiction idea, a more practical approach would likely involve a Dyson swarm, a collection of solar collecting satellites orbiting the star.
Imagine a civilization that has the ability to manipulate and control the movements of stars and planets in its galaxy. They might harness the energy of the stars, black holes, and other cosmic phenomena to drive their technological marvels. They would also have access to an unimaginable amount of energy, allowing it to travel vast distances in space and explore the universe. They are called Type 3 civilization.
Seven. A Type 7 civilization on the Kardashev scale represents a level of advancement where the distinction between civilization and existence itself becomes indistinguishable. At this stage, the civilization's control and influence extend beyond the scale of all possible universes and multiverses. It encompasses the very nature of reality and existence. Transitioning from a Type 6 to a Type 7 civilization is considered impossible or nonsensical because Type 7 represents a state where the civilization is not merely manipulating or controlling multiple realities, but has become the ultimate foundation and structure of existence itself. In this context, a Type 7 civilization is not just a master of all universes and multiverses, but rather the embodiment of the principles and forces that underlie all of reality. They would not be operating within or on top of a reality. Instead, they would be part of the fundamental reality that defines and creates all possible forms of existence.